Oh God, I'm back. Yeah, what happened was it was a slight glitch. So this will be part two. I'm not going to re-record everything and do a solid hour. So the first one was 33 minutes. I'm going to cut down this one to 33 so that way it could be even. So back to what happened. Excuse me one second. Uh, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So this is what happened. All right. In the middle, I was talking about the best car ever made, and that was the 1986 action movie with Sylvester Stallone, Cobra. But it talked about the truck that he was in that movie, The Expendables. It was a nice vehicle, but it sold at a car auction at Barrett Jackson's car auction. But I was like, man, I thought it was going to be the Cobra car. But it's the customized nitrous fed 1950 Mercury Monterey. Oh god, that car is so beautiful. The car, nicknamed Lead Sled due to its weight, was modified for better handling and speed. The studio built three stunt versions of the car for action sequences like jump spins and high speed swerves. Stallone actually owned the custom Mercury driven in the film. So I was like, oh my God. And the license plate read Awesome 50. Yeah. But Stallone owns the original. So that was the car that I thought they were going to talk about. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm moving on. Okay, so I apologize. What happened was recorded for 33 minutes. Something happened. Something cut off, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So I had to reboot my whole system again. And now this time I'm just gonna ramble on because, yeesh, man, ugh. It's I'm not gonna go back, "Hey, I'm gonna do a full solid hour again." No, I'm gonna do 33 minutes and then do a part 1 and a part 2, okay? Deal with it if you don't like it. Who the hell listens to my podcast anyway? Even though I advertise it like crazy all the time on TikTok. Oh my god, man. Oh, oh my goodness gracious, man. So let's continue on, man. I posted a video on TikTok of me pushing my dad on the cart, and I don't know if you want to hear it, but it has Leonard Skinner's "Call Me the Breeze." Yeah, so I'm just pushing him around. Oh my god. Anyway, so let's go back. So earlier I was talking about the 50th anniversary of Jaws, right? The rise of shark attacks has been a huge problem in the East Coast. And experts now here's the thing, all right? It's written down in the New York Post. How influencers are the reason for the rise in shark attacks. Experts shocked that they have to issue a warning. All right. Jaws in effect. Get it? Where the hell is my laughing person at? What the hell's going on here? All right, here we go. All right. We're gonna do that again. Damn it. All right, here we go. All right. I think I got my guy. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm gonna find him. There we go. I think this is the guy. All right. All right. So I'm gonna start that all over again. That was good. All right. Where the hell is it? I know I have it up here. God damn it. You know what? No, I'm going to continue on until I find. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, how influencers are the reason for the rise in shark attacks? Experts are shocked that they have to issue a warning. Jaws and effect. Ah, God damn it. What the hell is going on? Oh my God. Jaws and effect. Oh, God damn it. All right. Now I'm going to do this. What the hell is wrong with my stupid freaking mouse? Oh my lord, man. Ugh, good God. This is pissing me off, dude. Okay. So get that there. All right. Let's do this again. Take 4. I forgot how many. All right. Cough, cough, cough. Okay. How influencers are the reason for the rise in shark attacks. Experts shocked that they have to issue a warning. Jaws and effect. God damn it. What the hell? Oh, no. No. One last time. If not, I'm going to punch my damn laptop. Take 9. How influencers are the reason for rise in shark attacks. Experts are shocked that they have to issue a warning. Jaws and effect. God damn it, finally. Yeah. My show runs on perfection. Oh, my God. All right. So I am not going to read it now. No, screw that. But there have been a rise of sharks lately in the East Coast due to the fact that many of the species of shark are, endangered species. So they're very well protected. The problem is, it's like now they're becoming overpopulated now. So now there's a rise of shark attacks in the East Coast. And not only that, some of these sharks are swimming very close to the beach. And it's telling people, like bull sharks, and there's another species of sharks that swim very close to the beach, and then they manage to get enough speed to go back into the water. They showed it on Animal Planet, and I'm like, oh my lord, like ankle high. I was like, this is a scary moment right now going to the beach, due to the fact that it's true that there is an overpopulation of sharks now, from bull, tiger, the great white. Can anybody just, good God, man. Do I have a sound of a shark? Do sharks There was a TikTok video of a guy that a shark like grabbed, was on the side of his boat and bit it, and you hear like this grunt sound. I don't know if this is true. Hold on, let me see if this is it. No, I don't think so. I don't think sharks can make a noise. That's weird, dude. Mm, mm, mm. Uh, Well, my system was rebooting due to the fact that it was kind of glitchy. I went downstairs, had me spaghetti and meatballs with sweet sausage, and yeah, it filled me up pretty good, So I'm good for the rest of the day. But back to this thing. I mean, I don't know, man. It's to a point where, is it safe to go back into the water now? Can people swim like a hip high water without being feared of being attacked? Because there are videos of people just swimming waist high water and they're getting attacked. Knee high water, they're getting attacked. It's to a point that they should do what they do in inland when it comes to hunting season. Um, like kill a certain amount and then stop, like have 3 or 4 days of hunting. Like what they do here in the state, from deer to bear, moose, just to control the population. So what I think that they should do is pretty much restart hunting sharks again. Like harpooning them, and then I don't know, man. It's to a point where people are so afraid to go into the water now. Nobody wants to get attacked. Nobody wants to get bitten. It's to a point where, yeah, people will be afraid to go back in the water again. I mean, I'm to a point that I'm terrified of sharks. That's my biggest fear, man. But it's up to the states and the county and all those other people. But you know what? Let it keep attacking people, because that way maybe townships and counties can just change their mind and just say, you know what? We're gonna do a hunting season on sharks, whatever, for a day or two, whatever. Maybe that'll control the population. And hey, I haven't had shark meat in so long. Go for it. Oh man. All right. Okay. You know, in the intro of my podcast, it says there is no bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion, just good, happy, fun stuff. Oh wow, this is cool. Samuel L. Jackson, Hayden Christensen surprised Star Wars fans at Revenge of the Sith screening. Yes, 20 years later, I can hardly believe that uh we're still as popular as happy as we are. Jackson said to El Capitan Theater in Los Angeles. Damn, look at all those lightsabers. Hayden Christensen and Samuel L. Jackson surprised Star Wars fans Revenge of the Sith screening in Los Angeles yesterday. Damn, the force was strong with El Captain Theater in Los Angeles on Friday. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome, man. Ugh, God, man. I just want the next 20 minutes so I can just upload these 2 episodes that I should have uploaded a while ago. Oh, God, man. I am just so tired right now. But you know what? I got to keep going. I got to fulfill what I need to talk about. Damn it. All right, so let's continue on, man. Yeah, like I said, it was like a stupid glitch, man. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to record a full hour again. No, I'll just make it a two-parter. All right, so I'm trying to find something to talk about, you know. Return to Blue Lagoon. Oh, hell no, man. You talking about those stupid chick flick. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. My goodness gracious. I am so tired, man. I am ready to just once I get this uploaded, I am just going to rest. And hopefully, you know what? No, I'm going downstairs and drink some coffee just to keep myself awake. Garmin Instinct and tactical watches. Probably $300 to $400 for a watch. All right, so let's see what else I got here. Let me see. Yeah, I think I did talk about the. Yes, I did. The Predator Badlands. That's pretty cool. You know, so it's like I think it's on their planet to see what goes through a predator to be a predator to hunt in other planets, as well as Earth, because that's like their number one target is hunting man. If there's anything that we've learned, that the predator can be killed. Remember, if it bleeds, we can kill it. All right. Okay. Well, Frank's brothers, Stallone's brother, Frank Stallone, he says, my brother's trying to knock the norm down in the price. He's worth $800 million. He goes, I'll give you a bottle of whiskey on top. Frank Stallone, one of the prized vintage uh, Epiphone that Sylvester bought him at the guitar's mysterious origins. Frank's brother Stallone bought the prized instrument for him from Norman's Rare Guitars, but who owned the guitar for the first 20 years of its life remains undiscovered. Actor, musician, and brothers Sylvester and Frank Stallone has told the story of the magnificent blonde Epiphone Emperor, but the exact origins of the circa 1940 build remain a mystery. So it's an instrument that now I think he wants to sell. So it's kind of, well, I guess it's his instrument. I mean, his brother did buy it for him, so he can do whatever the hell he wants with it. He continues to say, like a child in a candy store, I'm always saying, man, I love to have a guitar. Now that I can't have any guitar, I can't pick a guitar. Right at that point, I swear to you, I get a phone call and it's my brother. He goes, how you doing? He starts mentioning guitars. Let me just on. Yeah, how you doing? You know, he starts mentioning, you know about the Les Paul? Yes, I got 7 of them. I could tell he's reading something. So basically, he has a guitar that he wants to sell, but there's a mystery behind it. And I'm not going to get in depth into it. No. Good God, man. It's his guitar. He should do whatever the hell he wants with it. Oh, my God, man. I really, really, really don't want to scream right now because I'm so freaking. Again, it happened again. I was in the middle of recording. And like a good solid 33 minutes in, I'm like, yeah, I gotta do a solid hour. And then all of a sudden, bloop, it goes blanket bloop. And I'm like, great. So I wasn't gonna say, you know what? Let me record a full solid hour again. Hell to the new. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Oh my god, I'm trying not to scream. I don't want to scream. I don't want to yell. I don't. All right. I'm gonna continue on, man. Okay, so basically what I was gonna talk about was my stand-up comedy. I've been doing it since 93 and I love doing it. I really do. There are days where I look forward to doing a show and days going to open mics and just doing my 5 minutes and come home. But I don't know what it is, man. It's this force or void or something that's like preventing me, or I don't know if it's the audience. I don't know who to blame. Probably myself. I'll blame myself. Mm. Oh, excuse me. So lately, it's not fear, it's not doubt. It's like skeptical, I guess you can say. Skeptical is kind of the word for weird. Um, I know probably entertainers go through there's a word for it, and I forgot the word, but sometimes it's like when I do a show, I don't want to anticipate, I don't want to expect anything. I just want to be myself and have fun. And sometimes it's like I go up against an audience that's like they want to have a good time. Every comedian knows when you go up against an audience that wants to have a good time, they want to laugh, they're there to have a great time. That's like the best show ever. And like you're gonna have a great night. But then any comedian would tell you, you get those audiences, that percentage of it, not a lot of it, where the audience is just there and not laughing. Not, I was like, why are we here at a comedy club? We're bringing our misery and unlaughable here. And that's the problem with me. Lately, it's like I'm doing these shows, I'm performing in front of audiences that are not there to have a good time. Now, don't get me wrong. Last night was a kick ass night. The audience was there to have a great time. And I was like, oh my God, we have an audience that's here to have a good time. They want to laugh. They want to, be out of the house and having a good time. Oh, excuse me. But sometimes lately, and any comedian would tell you, you get these audiences that pay a ticket, pay a meal, pay a drink, and they go to a comedy show. And then all of a sudden, you're hitting, a comedian gets up there, hits them with their most hardest material, and nothing. So you ask yourself, wow, what the F am I doing wrong? Am I doing something right? Why are people here? You know what I mean? It's like these questions. Is it something that I did? Something that I said? Am I presenting myself the wrong way? Lately I've been having those couple shows. Not like last night, but the previous shows I've been doing. Sometimes I keep thinking, man, is my material not strong enough than it was before? Am I not writing harder, better stuff? It's it's to a point where it's like frustrating, or sometimes you just question yourself, you know? Can I just go up there and not worry about shit? And I was talking about it yesterday with my comedic buddy, Chrissy YSF Brooks. She is an hysterical comedian. It was my second time working with her. It was so good to see her and her friend. And every time that second night that I saw her, she was amazing. She was hysterical. And I love her energy. And we were before the show, we were sitting down, we were talking about how there's certain comedians have like this attitude, like they're better than any other comic out there, or they get offended or upset if you do something wrong to them, or say something wrong. So sometimes you get these comedians that, when they're first starting out, like a year or two, and it was one of the most interesting conversations I had with another comedian ever. And I remember she said something about there was a comedian that she worked with. He was like 2 years in, and he already wanted to headline. It takes a while to headline. And lately, they've been getting comedians that have been doing stand up for 1 year and already getting headline spots. And a lot of comedians are like, yo, I've been working my ass off for years. I can't get a spot anywhere. Mm. What I meant by that was like TV time or streaming services. Maybe it's by looks or favoritism or racism, you know? We don't know that. Or maybe it's just someone that's like a jerk off, you know, just, this guy was funny. I'm putting him on. But then you get these comedians that are like, they think already they have like a Dave Chappelle status and they want a headlining spot. So lately, it's like you get these comedians that are just starting out, and sometimes you get that audience that just doesn't laugh at anything of what they said, and they blame the audience, you know, and they lose their cool, which you never do. The best thing to do is just play with it, have fun with it, do something at the moment, so that way you're letting them know that it doesn't bother you, which is true, and it works. But a lot of these comics nowadays, the young bucks, they just want to be a superstar overnight. And at that point you're like, "Whoa, you haven't given the time to know yourself as well as the stage as well as the audience." Or better yet, the term is finding your voice. You know? And sometimes it's like when I perform in front of the audience that's there to have a great time and they're like freaking out and having fun. But sometimes lately, the past couple shows, there was like this the audience was there not to have a good time. Like they don't want to laugh. They're like, why are we out of the house? We could stay home and laugh, for free. We had to pay a cover charge, we had to pay drinks, we had to pay food. What the F, man? It's to a point where I was like, is it me? Is it something that I said, something that I've written, something that I worked hard at? You know? I don't know, man. I'm not saying that I'm gonna give up at what I love doing. No. I made it. I went this far, and I'm going to keep going further. Nobody, no one will stop me from doing this. I fear fucking nobody. I love what I do. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Audience laughing or not, you know? And I thank my friend, Chrissy, for Chrissy YSF Brooks of having that conversation because she pretty much was like my psychoanalysis. You know what I mean? Because it was just funk I was feeling, like this. What is it? Am I doing wrong? Should I be doing something right? You know? And it turns out that it's just one of those nights, You have your great shows, you have your kick ass shows, you have your slamming banging shows, but then all of a sudden you get that crowd that's not there to have a good time. Then all of a sudden the comic question themselves. But as a professional comedian, you have to learn to play with it because that way the audience will know that it's not bothering you. That you're pretty much capturing the moment, and just playing with it and letting everybody know, hey, we're here to have a good time. It's like here's a couple of jokes I would say, like, all right, I know you're here not to have a good time, so what I'm gonna do is jump off the stage and tickle everybody in here, so, um, it's that's how you play with it without offending them, without yelling at them, without bringing them down or belittling them, because the audience can turn on you on a dime, dude. Oh man, when they turn, the whole crowd is up against you. There's no running, no hiding. Oh my god! But I've seen it so many times in my career that it's to a point where you're like, ooh, just go with the flow, have fun with the crowd, don't offend them, offend yourself, and that way they find it funny. For as long as I've been doing this, man, you get your ups and downs, your highs, your stratospheric levels. Wait a minute. All right, what the hell was that called again? I gotta look it up. Damn it. The three layers above Earth. All right, the three. I think that's what's called. The three layers of the Earth. Okay, here we go. No, 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 no. Of stratosphere of the stratosphere. Damn it. God damn it. The three layers of the stratosphere. There we go. What the hell? All right, what are the Earth's stratospheres? Okay, here we go. The second to the lowest layer of the atmosphere of Earth, located above the troposphere, and below is the mesosphere. So I am the stratosphere. Yes. Wait a minute. The three things of the Earth. All right, here we go. God damn it. Wait a minute. I think I found it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so right now, I want to be in the thermosphere. There you go. Right now, I'm in the stratosphere or the what the hell? Oh my god, man. There we go. Right now, I'm in the troposphere, but I really want to be in the thermosphere. Yeah. So, and then you get those shows in that crowd. It's like doesn't want to laugh. They want to have a good time. Sometimes you come across an audience that like boos at you. That hasn't been happening lately. I don't know why. I'm not saying I don't want to happen all the time. You know, the point is I'm trying to make is this. It used to bother me for a little while. It made myself question myself. It made myself doubt. Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I saying wrong? Of the years that I've been doing this, it's like I've been having so much fun and feeling that energy. Is because I haven't had enough stage time, or is it because I'm not writing better, newer material, which I have been writing, you know? But then when I spoke to my friend Chrissy Rice of Brooks, she pretty much opened my eyes and figured that you're a comedian. You know how to play with it. You know how to have fun with it. Don't let it bring you down. It's not you. It's not the crowd. It's the night. You know what I mean? It's like, don't worry about it. You know, there are more shows in the future, and each and every show will be a kick ass show. Just so what if you had a show that was an off night or the crowd wasn't there laughing? Just brush it off, dude, and just move on to the next show. Every show will be better than the next. So sometimes you have to understand people. Just learn yourself, learn your material, know your voice, Excuse me, I burped, and learn the stage. Feel the crowd, and don't worry about bombing. Don't worry about crowd not laughing. Don't worry about if your material is going to work. Don't worry at all. The only thing you should worry about is making sure that as an entertainer, you're there to deliver the best ability that you have and making sure the crowd's with you, not against you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2 of what happened with part 1. All right. And I'll figure out a good title for it. But yeah, there was a little fupa, fupu, poo poo. And now I have to do 2-parter. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is about my time. All right, for part 2. And I am not going to go record a full hour again. I said, all right, 33 minutes on this one, and I'm going to do 33 minutes on that one. This one that I'm recording right now, because I always do a solid hour show. Oh, one more thing. I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Laz Vic that I met last night. It was great seeing him. And we're going to talk to Joe Losner of doing the full Latin comedy show. I can't wait to do that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is about my time for the Jerry Torres program. Oh, God. As you all well know, okay, I am an accomplished author. I have written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. It is an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or laptop. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is LULU, or on Amazon Kindle. And the book is only $4, people, so you're really not going to be breaking the bank. So download the book today and enjoy a good read. All right. And I'm also in the works of working on my second book right now. I'm just getting the thoughts and ideas written down before I start typing my ass off. Also, listen to my good friend Latisse Mitchell's podcast show, Tice Talk. She's in the works of making a comeback. And listen to her previous podcast shows either on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. She's one of my closest and dearest friends in the comedy world, and she is hysterical. She talks about life, her family, her situations she comes across, whatever she talks about, she makes it funny and she makes it hysterical, not just on our podcast, but also on stage. So again, listen to Latice Mitchell's Tice Talk. Again, you can find her on Instagram, TikTok, or on YouTube. Latice Mitchell's Tice Talk.
It'll make your head spin.
Tice Talk.
Real bad.
Listen to Latice Mitchell's Tice Talk.
In your face.
Tice Talk.
It'll knock your socks off.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. And also listen to Gordo B's new song, 20% of Happiness. He is working on his new album, which should be coming out pretty soon. And once he does, I am going to promote the living hell out of it. So go on YouTube, Instagram, or on TikTok and listen to Gordo B's new song, 20% of Happiness. And again, it's a great song. You can just close your eyes, just bop your head to it. It's a mellow hip hop beat to it with a jazz groove. You'll love it. So download his music or listen to his music today. And Gordo B is spelled Gordo, big letter B. And sometimes someone goes, why do you spell his name? Because the reason why I get people, how do you spell his name? Gorda or Gorda? It's like, no, it's Gordo. Or they think it's all one word, Gordo B, No, it is Gordo dot big letter B. All right. Which, by the way, I don't know what his last name is. He just says B. But go find him, Gordo B. Listen to his new song on YouTube, TikTok, and on Instagram. Good God, people. I'm almost there, man. I'm almost there. Also, speaking of good, funky music, listen to Funky Times. Yes, I use their music to close my show. Why? Because they make original, cool music. They mix it with jazz, rock, and funk. They know how to make music and make music right. They don't use no devices or to alter the music. No, they're actual perfect, great musicians that know how to make great music. So you can find them on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And listen, the name of the band is Funky Times. And if you're interested in hiring them for your special event, send them a message, hire them. And I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it. So listen to Funky Times. And speaking of Funky Times, I use their music to close my show. Now, wait a minute. There's so much. All right. Okay. I think I might try this one. Let me see here. Oh, God. No, I use that too much. Let me see this one. Maybe this one. Oh, that one's short. All right, hold on. All right, so yeah, I might use this one. All right, so listen to Funky Times, download any of their music, or download their album, Funky Times. Speaking of Funky Times, I use Funky Times to close my music in the 3 and the 2 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say to everybody out there, thank you for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. This is part 2. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fondue. I'll be back. So I ask you all, please don't go changing. I'm gone, get gone, and bye.
Powered by Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM. Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
You've just heard the Jerry Torres program on Spotify and on Riverside FM. Please subscribe to my podcast. Go to Spotify, type in the Jerry Torres program, and subscribe to my episodes. Download any of his previous episodes and enjoy.